I saw a very interesting video today that ties into a topic that I've discussed on streams passionately for years now. Tipping. I know, all at once, a bunch of people just went from the relaxed position to the locked-in stance in their chairs because tipping is a hot-button topic. So what happened is some guys went to a restaurant, got some food, paid for it, and left, but the restaurant owner noticed they didn't leave a tip. So he starts following them around on the street like the adoring fan from Oblivion. He is literally just on their tail like it's a fucking trailing mission out of a video game. And he's like insulting them, even like threatening them, all about not leaving that tip.
Hey bro, what do you want, bro? What do you want? I paid for my food. I paid for my food. What are you talking? Why are you following me down the fucking street? Nigga, you need to get the fuck back. You need to get back. Why are you following me? Why are you following me?
What do you think?
Why are you following me? What are you gonna do? Call 911. Call 911. If you need to settle something, you know who to call.
The guy filming is right. He didn't break any laws. He paid for his meal, and it's not a legal obligation to tip. So the owner on his ass here like a hemorrhoid, like it's, you know, the horror movie It Follows about him not tipping, is wrong here. Because, again, he didn't do anything wrong. So the guy filming is like, well, call the police then if you think there's been some, you know, foul play, you know, some dirty barnacles, from us. You can call the police about it. Obviously, the owner's not going to do that because there's not actually a case there.
Bro, I'm not trying to fuck with you. You
Piece of shit.
Bro, I'm
Fucking
not trying to
goddamn
fuck with you.
fucking yelling at me.
I'm not trying to fuck with you,
You
bro.
shut your goddamn fucking mouth, man.
Why are you following me down the street?
You piece of shit, little piece
Bro,
of shit, man.
I paid
I'll
for my food.
smack the shit out of
Bro,
you,
I paid for
punk
my
ass,
food.
man.
I paid for my food, bro.
Piece of shit.
I paid for my food.
How the fuck do you think
Bro,
they make money?
I paid
piece
for my
of shit,
food.
man?
I
How
paid
am I
for my
fucking
food.
staff supposed to make
Bro,
fucking
I
money,
paid
huh?
So raise your price,
Huh?
Now, I'm cutting around this a little bit because, as I said, this goes on for a long time. It feels like he follows them for miles. It felt like in Game of Thrones when they were marching for like a whole season. It felt like we got all of that throughout the course of this video. And it also was getting very heated. It started sounding like a Xbox Live lobby after a Call of Duty round ended. It was getting pretty big and a lot of yelling. But when the owner said that, how is my staff supposed to make money? Brother, it felt like I got teabagged. I was stunned. I was seeing stars. You are the owner. What do you mean, how is your staff supposed to make money? Pay them a livable wage. Like, it's not the most difficult to grasp concept. You don't need to be astronaut Katy Perry to understand this rocket science here. Tipping is a way for businesses to save money on their employee salaries by paying them sub-minimum wage. It's a way for business owners to financially treat the faces of their employees like a fucking fleshlight by paying them less than what they are supposed to, because tipping is supposed to make up for the difference, at least in the majority of states. There are some states that I'm aware of where restaurant workers can get tips, but they are still paid the normal minimum wage. But in most of the states in America, you get sub-minimum wage when you are working in a service industry position that has tipping as part of it. Tipping is just so ingrained in the culture of America right now, and it has just become pervasive in every industry. I'm sure a lot of you watching this have seen, like, self-checkout kiosks that now have tips that pop up occasionally. There is tipping in every single thing, and it's been a big talking point for a few years because now you are getting asked to tip on purely automated services. Like, who the fuck are you even tipping? Skynet? Like, it doesn't make sense. It is just outrageous. But when it comes to restaurants, the workers rely on tips because they're not getting paid a livable wage in the majority of states, and thus the onus is on the customer now to try and make up that difference so that restaurant worker can fucking survive. And it sucks. That shit is awful. Now in my case, I do maximum tip on everything in the service industry because I'm in a position to do so. And I know that they need that money, so I'd like to try and help out best I can. And Lord help us, I'm ashamed to admit it, I've even tipped at a self-serve froyo place once, where literally didn't interact with a single employee or anything, just made my own froyo, and I still tipped at the goddamn checkout. But point is, not everyone can do that, and not everyone should be required or expected to do that. It should always be the responsibility of the business to ensure the employees are making a livable wage, and tips should be something that is entirely optional as a way of rewarding exceptional service. And I know people have talked about that a lot, where they want to give extra to someone that really went above and beyond from them and they had a great experience with, so they want to tip that person to show their appreciation. That's great, but they should also just be making a livable wage and that tip should go on top. I think that's how it should work in an ideal situation there.
Why you following me down the street?
Chill the fuck out, bro. Why you
Chill out,
bro? Fucking make
Chill
money,
out,
huh?
chill out.
Why'd you following this man?
Chill out, bro. You need to calm down, bro.
You
Why
fucking
you
raised
following
your
me
goddamn voice at me, huh?
Bro, you need to get back. You trying to back me into a corner. You trying to back me into a corner, bro.
What is wrong with you, bro?
What are you doing? What are you doing, bro? And now you mad because I won't tip you and you follow me down the street?
I'm supposed to fucking make money.
Okay, so raise your prices, dude. That's not my problem. I know you mad. I know, so don't serve me.
It's crazy to be doing this while wearing his restaurant on his chest. So what happened after this video blew up is a lot of people went to the restaurant and left a lot of really bad reviews on it, which I think they've been deleted now. I don't know if it's by him or if there's like a system in place for it. Couldn't tell you. But it was a really bad look for his restaurant here. He also just recently did an interview with CBS. I'll show you that in a moment. But I want to dive into the spaghetti and meatballs of something that the guy filming mentioned briefly. Raise your prices then. He's right. If the business owner can't afford to pay his employees a livable wage, he would naturally need to raise prices so he'd have more money to be able to pay his employees. But on the flip side of that coin, by raising his prices, he would have less customers because they would choose a place that is cheaper. Now, there's actually a little experiment conducted by someone named Michael Lynn, and it's been referenced by a lot of people when they talk about tipping culture, where he put two hypothetical restaurants against each other. Restaurant 1 had prices of like $15 for a cheeseburger, but a 15 to 20% gratuity to be expected at the end, versus Restaurant 2, where there is no tipping at all, but the cheeseburger is $17.25. Now, if you've got your thinking caps on, if you've passed, second grade arithmetic, you'll know these are the same price. But, overwhelmingly, the people in the study thought that Restaurant 1 was cheaper. Thus, people are going to gravitate towards that. Even though they're the same price after tip, people are going to choose the one that looks lower and cheaper to them. You have to remember, a lot of people are just fucking stupid. Does anyone recall when the third of a pound burger was introduced a long time ago? I've talked about this too. Back in the day, the quarter pounder crushing it. And A&W wanted to start trying to, encroach on that territory, so they introduced a third of a pound burger. But it flopped. It completely failed. This shit fumbled like Concorde. It was a culinary Concorde level disaster for them because people thought they were paying the same price for less burger. They didn't realize that a third of a pound is more than a quarter pound. So in the case of a restaurant that wants to pay their workers a livable wage and take tipping out of the equation and instead put that price into the menu itself, which is what a lot of people say they should do, well, their restaurant might not survive very long because people don't actually think very hard about things. So even in this hypothetical example, you're paying the same price, but the perception is it's cheaper to go with the place that just has tipping as an option. Now that brings us to the unicorn that people are looking so desperately to have, where all of the tipping is gone, eradicated, but all of the prices have stayed exactly the same. That's just not a realistic possibility for like 99% of these restaurants. Like, when they take away the tipping, they are then going to need to pay a lot more for those employees. Thus, they're going to need to somehow get more money. It's going to be by folding that difference into the menu items. Thus, it's going to look like you're paying more, even in cases where you might not be. So, it's very tough for a lot of these restaurants to just immediately jump on board with that, which is why we're in this fucking stalemate where tipping culture is just completely out of control, and why so many service industry workers are getting fucked because of just how rampant this issue is, and more people are choosing not to tip because they want to fight back against this. And in a lot of cases, they don't realize that they're not actually fighting back against tipping culture itself. They're just hurting the employees that are relying on it. And I think a lot of it doesn't, I don't think it comes down to malice. I don't think they're doing that to just be like, fuck you to the service industry workers. I really think that they believe by not tipping, the restaurant is going to change its policy. But it's probably not, unfortunately. Most of these fucking restaurants will sooner pay their workers in knuckle sandwiches than they will in raising their salary. And there's a lot more nuance to it. Like, I'm just giving you like bare bones, surface level shit here. Like, I haven't even begun to talk about the establishments that pay out a portion of their tips across all of the employees. Like, it gets so messy, and there are so many underhanded tactics to exploit these workers. It's a fucking issue. Anyway, though, back to the video that started this whole rant. I want to show you from the owner's perspective on the CBS interview.
Telling us he followed a regular into the street, intending to tell him never to come back after leaving without tipping again.
Have you watched the video?
Yes.
And when you watched it, what did you see there?
Ashamed. I was just ashamed, bring shame to my wife as a husband, as an owner, at the same time, to my mom and dad.
So according to the owner here, this was a customer that's a regular at the establishment, and he had finally had enough, so after he didn't tip again, he followed him outside, intending to just say, don't come back, kind of like shake his fist at him, and stay out, and that kind of thing. But it obviously spiraled more out of control than that and blew up in a much bigger way, which ignited a huge debate online about tipping, because tipping is a very controversial topic. People feel very strongly, especially people that have been in the industry before. And while there definitely are cases where people don't tip just to be an asshole, I really do think there is a lot of confusion around how tipping even works, that people think by not doing it, they're going to help be like a catalyst for change at that business, where they'll realize that the tips aren't coming in, so it's losing the business money, thus they're going to change their policy to actually pay their workers a livable wage, and then they won't be, forced to rely on strangers to cover their expenses. But that's, again, just not going to happen in the majority of cases, because it doesn't hurt the actual business owner. What's supposed to happen is if they don't reach minimum wage, like if they don't get enough tips to reach that, the business is supposed to cover it. That rarely happens. There are so many workarounds that these businesses pull, so many backdoor hand job reacharoos that they are able to squeak out of not actually covering that. So it doesn't ever hurt the business itself. It only hurts the worker. And I really think there's a large number of people that don't understand that, but even understanding that, there are people that just can't afford to pay an extra 20% on top of what they've already just paid. And I see a lot of people regurgitating this take that's becoming very common. If you can't afford to tip, you can't afford to eat out. Okay, fair enough in something like Uber Eats or fine dining or something. Okay, you can make that argument, I suppose. But it doesn't work for everything, because there is no cheap ways of eating anymore, really. Even something like fast food is not that cheap. A McDonald's meal, it's not $1 anymore, sports fans. It's a handful of clams. And grocery shopping is pretty fucking pricey too. It's expensive. It is hard to pay an extra 15 to 20% consistently on top of things that you're already paying for when you're eating. I just don't fully agree with that take.
Bro, you about to blow up on social media, bro.
When asked why he didn't tip, the customer told people online, "Oh, I just didn't want to." Cho tells us the customer's brother has since come in, describing their conversation as productive.
I apologized to him and to his family, and I was asking if he can pass this message along to his little brother.
Adding he sent the brother home with the customer's favorite order, a handwritten apology and an offer.
My door's open for you, man. Come on by anytime.
Now, while I do think that response of, "Oh, I just didn't want to," is pretty douchey, again, he doesn't have to. And I really do think it shouldn't be expected that every single person does tip, because that's just the reality of it. It is 100% an issue that needs to be addressed on the actual business front. And it's why there's so many people that study tipping itself and are trying to brainstorm how to improve it and get rid of it to certain extents, because it is a terrible fucking system that nobody else in the world really uses, and in a lot of other cultures is actually viewed as insulting. So it is something that does need changing 100%. Now, in the case of this business owner here, he really seems remorseful. He really does seem like he's trying to make amends. It does seem like maybe he was just having a really fucking bad day, and not getting that tip meant that one of his workers wasn't going to receive the full pay they should have, so he snapped and did this, and he seems embarrassed by it. So I'm of the belief that he does regret it, and that this is going to be an experience that he won't be repeating or anything like that. But that statement he made during the argument, how is my staff supposed to make a living without tips? Paraphrasing a bit, but that was the essence. It speaks volumes to just how poisonous tipping has become, where the business owner himself cannot even grapple with the idea of paying his employees a livable wage because it's such an accepted and expected business practice of paying them sub-minimum wage, literal tiddlywinks of dollars, because it's the customer's responsibility to take care of the rest. That's just crazy to me. It blows my mind. So yeah, I wanted to talk about this a little bit. That's it. So yeah. Airplane freakouts are always extreme. They are just downright diabolical. There's something about air travel that can just bring the demon out of some people. And there's even a term for it called airplane psychosis, where sometimes someone will just have an acute psychic. They just start reading people's mind like Charles Xavier when they get on a plane. They will have an acute psychotic break where like the stress or anxiety of flying will have them just kind of have this switch flipped where they just kind of go berserk.
Stay there.
Don't touch her.
No.
Don't touch her.
No, this is where her asshole is.
Do not touch her.
Look at her.
Shut the fuck up.
Don't fucking touch me.
Miss, get back.
Let go.
There's a lot to unpack here. Obviously, we're tuning in a bit late into the season premiere. They apparently were arguing because this lady was like insulting her, and then it eventually had her like leaning over, and then she said this is where her asshole is, which is, I mean, that's playing a game of Where's Waldo with the old brown balloon knot. Who doesn't love that old pastime? A little weird to be doing that to a stranger on a plane, though. It seemed like she was trying to film something with her phone when she said that, and then the lady that she was insulting like hit her phone away, which then led to her grabbing her hair and just yanking on it.
Let go of her hair.
You cannot do that.
Let go, man. Let go of her hair.
I'm not.
Andrea.
I'm not even touching your hair, bitch.
Andrea, we need the police right now.
You need to let go
We
right
need
now.
those 911.
So I'm a little torn on if this is actual airplane psychosis or if she's on something here, because she's not even in the same dimension. She's now saying she's not even touching her hair, even though she has a fistful of those fucking follicles right now. She is yanking on that hair like she's trying to climb rope with it like Rapunzel, yet she's saying she's not. Maybe she is lucid and just, I don't know, just spitting a bunch of barnacles out there. But as this progresses, you're going to see that she is just in wacko mode right now, going full-blown, uncaged, unhinged, insano style.
You need to let go.
911 back.
You need to let go right now.
Miss, let go of her hair right now.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I didn't want to sit next to a fucking fat lady.
Let go of her hair.
You need to let go of her hair right now. Let go of her hair.
You guys are already past
Let
the point
go
of no
of her hair.
return. You're already past the
Let
point
go
of no
of her
return.
hair.
Let go of her hair, miss.
Y'all see me. You know what's going on.
Now, it's hard to figure out exactly what started all of this. You kind of have to piece together the little breadcrumbs of lore like it's the Dark Souls narrative. But we have alternate angles here to try and piece together the mystery of what started all of this. And judging from this other angle, it seems like nothing started this. She is actually off her gourd, and the lady that she just keeps calling fat over and over again didn't do anything at all to provoke this. She just happened to be nearby in this woman's aggro range and was the recipient of her wrath.
This is worth $250 to you? Look at this. Look at this. $250? I'm sorry. There's like, I'm like not touching this girl's ass. I'm sorry, I don't care. Are you okay?
We need to get the police down here right away. She just struck off agent.
So the no flight list is about to add another person. That's crazy. Oh my god.
Anyone can see this. Fuck it.
This was the prologue here before she grabbed the woman's hair. She's just yapping about $250 about something. It's incomprehensible gobbledygook. But anyway, let's go back to people trying to like restrain her and stop her from yanking on this woman's hair.
This is retarded. Yeah, put me on the ground. Put me on the ground. Alright. Look at this fat lady. Look at this fat ass bitch. She can't even, look, you can't even see her stomach. It's horrible. Look at her outfit. Look at this fat ass bitch. Hilarious. You can't even show your mouth because you're embarrassed. You can't even see it because you're embarrassed. Shut the fuck up.
Who is Alana?
Sorry, I can't hear you. I can't hear you, ugly ass fucking dude who's never gonna lay it again.
She actually looks possessed. She looks like the horror movie poster to a film about an exorcism. She looks like she's trying to do an Amy Lee cosplay from Evanescence, but she got too hard into Fent on the way. She is leaning over, insulting these two people who have done nothing wrong from what I can tell from the two videos here that showcase this event and everything kind of leading up to it. She's just over here insulting them while getting restrained, and spoiler alert, she's about to make it physical. She doesn't just stop at just insulting them and all that. She then starts like actually attacking the woman.
Okay, I'm sorry, black guy. My boyfriend's black, so shut the fuck up. My boyfriend's fucking a black guy. My boyfriend's a black. My boyfriend's black. My boyfriend's a fucking black guy.
I really thought she was about to put on a Burger King crown. I thought the old Burger King plain guy was about to find his Burger Queen here.
You're joking.
Oh my god.
We're not doing all that. We're not doing Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
I am in awe at the restraint of that woman who's getting spit on to not, like, pop that lady in the nose. Not to just lay down the meanest fucking haymaker on that woman. That's assault. It is textbook assault. She is hawking loogies on this woman, spitting like an alpaca here. I cannot believe that she had the restraint to not hit her. I really don't know how she was able to do that. She must be some kind of saint or something, like the Zen master, able to like fight that urge to just blast her in the fucking face. That was an actual Vinland Saga Season 2 moment. I have no enemies. I actually cannot believe it. And it only gets worse though. Like, she doesn't stop at just spitting. As I said, she gets like really physical.
Ugly ass bitch, you're so fucking ugly.
You guys, I need
you never got laid in your life. Your boyfriend's dick is like 2 inches big. That's embarrassing. I'm so sorry about your boyfriend. That's horrible. That's horrible. I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe. I can't breathe.
So she blue screens there for a moment, claiming she can't breathe and like pretends to faint so that way she can get to the ground, which frees her from everyone's grasp. But don't be fooled, it's all just a ruse. What she's doing is she's entering low power mode so she can charge her ult more effectively. You're about to see it unleashed.
Okay. Let me go, I can't breathe. I can't breathe. Shut the fuck up, I can't breathe. Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you, fuck you. Nobody's fucking touching me, fuck you. You're not letting me go, motherfucker. You're corny as fuck. You get out. Nobody's letting me go.
I can get out.
Yeah, you shouldn't get out. You're fucking fat as shit. You disgusting fat as.
She wormed her way up a little bit so she could get a better angle to start kicking that woman that she's been insulting this whole time. And she throws like a flurry of kicks. She like unleashes some like capoeira maneuvers from down there. Also, I just have to mention, whoever is filming this, what an extraordinary job. They followed the action from start to finish and kept the villain in the center of it the entire time. There was like not a single moment that they didn't have like the perfect angle to capture this, and there was no shaky cam. I don't know if they were using a gimbal, like they had a fucking Ronin with them to film this, but it was unbelievable work. It was so smooth. You don't see movies with camera work this smooth sometimes, so really impressive job from whoever filmed this.
Fuck you! Fuck you! Fat pig! Fuck you! You're so beautiful! You're stunning! Shut the fuck up! Can anybody do something, please? Get the fuck up!
Hold on, grab her leg.
No!
I need to
Yeah, okay, baby. You know,
this way.
Alright. Okay, I'm sorry. My boyfriend is black. You need to shut the fuck up. No, you don't need to. No, my boyfriend's black. You need to shut the fuck up and respect him.
The woman who was getting kicked finally finds a way of getting out of there and like escaping, like evacuating this area with the fucking menace on the loose here. And I don't know what happened at the end there, but she just keeps repeating that her boyfriend is black, and then it sounds like she's starting to cry, and then immediately she snaps back into fucking demon time after repeating that for like the 4th time, and then starts just kicking and screaming again.
Alright, I can do that.
No, you need to fucking chill. Fuck you! Fuck you! Leave me the fuck alone!
The way she snaps back and forth from like being on the verge of tears to then going right back into kicking everyone and screaming, it feels like a psychotic episode here. I think it's probably airplane psychosis, maybe coupled with like alcohol, like maybe she's fucking sloshed, I don't know, but this seems like a case of airplane psychosis, which is a very real thing and a very confusing phenomenon. Now, the video ends shortly after here with her still doing that while handcuffed on the floor, but alternate angle, someone captured footage of how they got her off the plane, and it's like something out of Silence of the Lambs.
Oh, wow.
They got her strapped down to the bed and escorted by like 6 officers there going through the airport. Fucking brutal, man. Like this freakout was unreal. Probably earned her a spot on the no-fly list, I would imagine. I don't think Southwest is going to be all that excited to have her fly on their aircrafts going forward. But, wow. I would comfortably say this is one of the craziest airplane freakouts I've ever seen. At least in the top 3, I would imagine. I feel really bad for that lady and I believe her boyfriend. She kept saying it was her boyfriend, but I have no idea if that's true or not. It could have just been 2 people sitting there. I feel really bad for both of them to be on the receiving end of so much vitriol for absolutely fucking nothing from someone just going nuts. Anyway, wishing them well. That's really about it. So yeah. I'm not a big ride on planes kind of guy, but I have become a big watch people freak out on planes kind of guy. Bit of a guilty pleasure of mine. And in some cases, it's called plane psychosis. I only just recently learned that term. That's new nomenclature to me, but I'm going to pretend to be the preeminent authority on it for a moment. Apparently, sometimes the act of just being aboard a flight can trigger acute psychotic breaks in people, which is why you've seen some of those videos pop up where a passenger just randomly goes ballistic or even tries to do something unhinged, like that one guy who tried opening the door mid-flight, like trying to force his way out like it was a Mission Impossible movie or something. That has a name, and it's plane psychosis, but the video I want to show you today is the angriest passenger I've ever seen that I also don't believe is suffering from plane psychosis. He's just an asshole.
He's got fucking nuts! He's got stabs! Who you keep fucking staring at, you little fucking knobhead? Who you saying such to? Do you want me to fucking smack your fucking head? You fucking little knobhead!
You just watched a grown-ass man do a double foot stomp. Twice. With the 2-piece true combo of throwing his arms to his side. That is a move used by toddlers during a temper tantrum when you tell them they can't have any more chocolate chip cookies and it's bedtime. So they freak out and go, "No, it's not fair!" He actually just hit that shit in front of God and everyone that wanted to get aboard this plane, with no shame. He then has the gall to get mad at one of the other passengers who just happens to be watching this. Like, what are they supposed to do? Turn around and just look at the wall like it's Blair Witch? Of course they're going to be watching this man-child freak out. Like, there's nowhere else for them to be looking, yet he's getting mad at someone for staring. This isn't like your quintessential tough guy. This guy is built like your bald PE teacher from middle school, and acting like an actual middle schooler as well. And now he's trying to get all up in the face of just some other person that wants to get aboard this flight that is being prevented because of this guy's meltdown. It's crazy. He gets up in his face, he starts like pushing on him and shit. He calls him a knob end, I think. Either that or a knobbit, maybe was the word he was going for, like a knob plus hobbit. I don't really know. It's hard to really understand him through all of his fucking frothing at the mouth here.
That's fine. Just stay here for a few minutes, sir. A few minutes? I'll fucking pay for it. Okay.
And you're standing there fucking staring at me like you're going to do something. What the fuck are you going to do?
Excuse me, dude.
Yeah, what are you going to do it there?
Mate, stay calm, stay calm, stay calm.
You're going to hit me? You fucking bastard. You fucking knobhead's going to hit me, is he? The fucking little faggot.
I don't know the lore. I have no idea why he's making such a commotion, this huge fuss and blowing a gasket. He seemed like he was trying to tell one of the employees like he paid for it, so he wants to get on the plane right away. But I think the reason they're preventing him is probably because of this behavior here. I'm assuming leading up to the plane itself, he was probably doing something disruptive. So they're trying to, like, you know, calm him down, give him some warm milk, you know, to suckle or something. And it wasn't working, so he only continues to get more and more angry, and then he escalates it, getting in the face of one of the other employees and then, like, hits him with his phone, which then aggroed another employee and prompted them to swing. So he throws out like a open-handed monk strike, like a palm strike to this guy. I can't really call it a slap because he came in over the top. Kind of looks like how Conquest swatted Oliver out of the sky in Invincible. Our rowdy tough guy then makes it clear he doesn't really want to tussle due to his lack of muscle here, so he's not really looking to try and, like, retaliate. He breathed a huge sigh of relief when they separated them and told the other guy who just hit him to leave. And then he's, you know, chirps on the way out. He tries to, like, throw insults at him on the way out, but he looked like a real bitch here. So it's just chaos. He's causing a huge hoopla. He's blowing a gasket, and it only continues to spiral more and more out of control.
He's going to hit me? Is that what he's going to do, hit me? For paying all that money to get on a flight, he's going to hit me? Is that what you're going to do to me? For getting on a flight, you're going to fucking hit me?
No, we're not.
Is that what you're going to do?
No one's hitting you. No one's hitting you.
Well, you just fucking have! He's just fucking have!
Sir, I'm not hitting you, sir.
He's just have!
So now we followed the breadcrumbs to what led him to that explosion of the double foot stomp, iconic cinema moment. And I'm still really confused because he keeps saying, is that what you're going to do? You're going to hit me to get me on the flight? So it makes me wonder if he doesn't want to get on the flight and he's making a big stink about it. But if that was the case, he could just not get on the flight. He could just leave. I don't know, maybe he's like super intoxicated. Maybe he's on some drugs. That's very possible.
You can stop fucking staring at me as well, you little fucking knobhead. Keep fucking staring at me like that, you fucking little prick, mate. Who you keep fucking staring at, you little fucking knobhead? Who you saying touch to? Do you want me to fucking smack your fucking head? You fucking little knobhead.
Don't need to fight people.
Who's he fucking staring at, you little fucking prick? Think I'm some fucking muppet, you fucking little prick.
Pretty certain I heard him call the other guy a muppet. That's a classic line. This guy is legitimately the stereotype a lot of people make fun of. I can't believe that he just exists out here in the wild like this. Completely unashamed, unapologetic, just freaking out on everyone. And the question begs to be asked, where the fuck is the police? Like, where is security here? He goes on this rampage for what feels like a long time, and they've got no answers to him. The dog is off the leash. Now he's picking a fight with just other people in line. Probably gonna go take a lollipop out of a child's hand, throw it on the floor, and then slap him in the face. Like, this guy's just, he's a loose cannon, and there's no one here to put the kibosh on it, so he continues to just keep going and going. And I looked up to try and find if there's any information, like articles about this, and I haven't found anything yet. So I'm not exactly sure the whole scoop here or the aftermath, but I know he thought he was in the right. He thought he had like a perfectly reasonable and justifiable reaction to, I guess, maybe not being allowed on the plane right away. Or it doesn't even seem like he wasn't allowed on the plane. It sounds like maybe he just didn't like that he had to wait to get on the plane, because everyone else is also still waiting. So I'm imagining maybe there was just like a bit of a holdup, so he just was told like, hey, pump the brakes on that, hold your horses, we'll get you on this flight in a moment. He's just like, what you say, you fucking knob? Like, immediately off rip. That's what it seems like to me. Though I could be wrong. Maybe someone came up behind him and got him with the 10,000 years of death and it really set him off. That's unlikely, but who knows? I guess I don't know the entire context behind this blow up.
Calm down. Come on, then. Come on, I'll fucking smack your fucking head in, you little dickhead. Come on, then.
Nobody wants to fight.
Yeah, you little fucking knobhead, mate. Get your fucking head down.
Nobody wants to fight.
Get your fucking head down, you little fucking knobhead.
So you guys want to
Shut the fuck up!
We now meet our Marvel superhero in the Pulp Fiction t-shirt. He comes forward with the finger of authority, and he's had enough of this horse hockey. He says, calm down. He tells him, you know, stop it. Gets him with like a Jedi mind trick. You don't want to sell death sticks. You want to go home and rethink your life. But he's too mentally sound. His fortitude is too strong. It doesn't work, so then he just yells even louder, and then the video stops. And I haven't been able to find part 2. I don't think there is a part 2. I think it's because the lady that was filming kind of got like bumped and shoved when the guy went in there to like, I don't know, bump chests with whoever he thought was staring at him, gave him a look he wasn't too pleased with. So it seems like she stopped filming there, probably because she was worried it was about to escalate into like a really big fight, so she wanted to make sure she was like out of the splash zone. At least that's my guess. I haven't seen a follow-up to this. I haven't found any articles about it. I can only imagine that authorities finally showed up and got him out of there. I would think, I have to imagine police exist in this airport here, and this would be something that wouldn't be tolerated. I don't think he got onto the flight. I can't imagine they're like, okay, sir, you've made a very convincing argument. We're sorry for the headache we've caused. Hop aboard. Get in here. Let's have a good fucking flight. Let's have a good time. How about a free drink? First class. We're upping your ticket here. Like, I can't see that being the case. So, I guess in my own little fan fiction headcanon, he gets taken away in cuffs, thrown in the slammer for being an insufferable douchebag and fighting a bunch of people, or at least trying to fight people. He did assault 2 people, though, like, on camera, clearly. Anyway, just want to talk about this very angry passenger. He was not having a fun time, nor was anyone around him. That's about it. See ya. I love it when a bad idea comes together, but I love it even more when a bad idea leads to an entire business to laugh at. Something like pink sauce, for example. An actual rancid, toxic sludge that was being shipped to willing customers to ingest and get sick from. You would have actually been safer ordering an acid bomb in the mail than getting the pink sauce delivered. That's like a biological weapon that probably should have been outlawed. But it's a good example for a bad idea leading to an entire business. And another great example is NFTs. I just love these awful ideas that somehow form like an entire business model around them, and it's just fun to joke about. Today I've got a really fun and wacky one for all of you. It's called Grit Boxing, and it recently went viral for its most recent marketing push. I believe it was a TikTok video that was floating around, kind of hyping up the program.
If you're single and looking for someone who's into fitness but who also gets down on the weekends, I found your people. Grit Boxing is a full-body strength, treadmill, and boxing class in a nightclub setting.
More like shitness, am I right? Because this is like the most counterintuitive idea imaginable. Having a whole workout program in class that immediately leads into drinking alcohol at the full-service liquor bar that's attached to it with the nightclub. What the fuck is the point in even working out in that case? I just can't even wrap my little smooth brain around the thought process here. Just wiping sweat from your forehead? Oh boy, oh brother, wow, gee willikers. What a killer workout, I'm torqued, what a fucking pump. Well, time to go ruin it. I'll take 5 shots. Give me some lemon drops. It just doesn't compute. The second you start drinking alcohol after a workout, your goose is cooked. Kiss those gains goodbye. I also couldn't imagine something I'd want less after a big workout than alcohol. That sounds like that just put me in the grave. Like, that just sounds like a recipe for disaster. Like a lawsuit waiting to happen for Grit Boxing. But I'm also imagining the workouts aren't that extreme. It's probably mainly just a social experience for like the drinking and nightclub side of things. But even still, can you imagine the stench of that nightclub? My god, that Methodist, the odorous aroma that would just ruin everything. That has to smell like shit in there. It probably smells worse than a Super Smash Brothers tournament. I can't imagine that's pleasant. Why would you want to go from sweating and working out to immediately into the nightclub and drinking? Just sounds terrible.
The best part is that at the end of the class, there's a party at the front of the studio with an open bar. So everybody is super sweaty, but they're taking shots.
The lady narrating this video sounds like the announcer from the old Snuggie As Seen on TV commercials. I don't know if it's even a real person. This could be text-to-speech. I'm not really sure. But whoever's doing it sounds exactly like the old Snuggie commercials. Now, I don't doubt that there's good fun to be had at the nightclub, but I just still don't understand this marrying of fitness right into drinking and partying. It just feels like, why even bother with the fitness? Just take that space and make a bigger nightclub out of it, because I promise you, no one's going to grit boxing for the sole purpose of getting big or healthy. If they were, they'd go to any other gym. They're going there for the socialization mainly, so why even bother with the fitness side? Just commit to being like a fun party spot. It's just kind of a weird gimmick, especially since they're pretty open with where their focus is, because they're really diving in on, if you're single, you're trying to pipe, you want to mash pissers, but you also want to get big. Well, come on down to Grit Boxing. We got a nightclub and then, I don't know, like 2 punching bags or something over there and a treadmill. But about that nightclub, have you seen the bartender?
And flirting, even the bartender took off his shirt. He's super hot and was feeding people champagne. This is the most fun workout in New York by far.
That bartender goes so hard he ripped his goddamn shirt off like Hulk Hogan, started twirling it over his head and pouring champagne shots for everyone for free. It's very clear that a workout is not the primary objective when going here. So why are we pretending? Like, this is just some weird disjointed Frankenstein's monster of an idea where they took two things that legitimately couldn't be more opposite and slammed them together. This is like if I opened a sperm bank, but also kicked you in the nuts every time you went to try and, like, ejaculate. That's a terrible example. But you get my point. When you work out, you need to replenish the body with nutrients and many other important things, none of which you're gonna find in alcoholic beverages. I decided to do a little digging because this really blew me away. It piqued my interest. So I watched a couple of news segments about it talking about like, wow, this is really modern and cool. I learned that every class is about 50 minutes of high-intensity exercising that finishes with some shots at the end. Now they do have like options that aren't alcoholic, of course. They also have like healthy drinks as well as electrolyte boosters and shit, but they clearly put a lot of emphasis on the more hard beverages. That's kind of the selling point, which again is very silly. But anyway, I just wanted to show this a little bit here. I guess if you're single, wanting a workout, and also wanting drinks immediately after in the hopes of finding love on the dance floor when you're throwing your ass in a circle while you're dripping with sweat and musty, this is the spot for you. That's about it. So yeah. There's a clip that's been floating around generating a lot of buzz with a woman who is screaming at an officer about someone needing to get a ticket. And screaming is a word that just doesn't do it justice. This is a level beyond that I didn't even think was possible with human vocal folds. Like, this is what banshees are said to sound like. Her screaming, like her squealing, like that's what I imagine Black Bolt's sonic superpowers must have sounded like in the comics. It is otherworldly.
Give him a ticket!
Do you need an ambulance?
He doesn't have a third signal! Give him a ticket!
Do you need to go to the...
Why the fuck do I get a ticket?
Okay.
He can do whatever he wants!
Okay.
Give him a ticket!
And not a lot of people know the full context of it. It's more than just the clip. This actually goes on for like 25 minutes or more. It's probably closer to like an hour across multiple different locations of her keeping up that same anger the entire time. Like, I am shocked she didn't give herself like a fucking aneurysm during it. It is unreal. And a lot of people also don't know there's a sequel to this. So this happened, and then later on, she actually got arrested again for something else totally unrelated, and she still was this angry. She must just go around this mad all the time. Like that scene from Avengers, you know, where Bruce Banner's like, the secret is I'm always mad. Like, that must be how she lives her life. It's scary. But I'm not going to touch on the sequel yet. I want to give you the genesis of the angriest woman ever recorded here. It's like a cryptid sighting. So let's take it from the beginning and go through the entire first adventure.
Hello?
I'm on the phone with your police department right now. You can't pull me over when my car's off.
Yeah, I can, because I got you speeding before you were stopped, so.
When they get there, oh, no, I can call 911 if it's a fucking emergency. Do you know what the fuck that means? Yeah, this is a fucking emergency!
So she got pulled over for a speeding violation, and then she parked and called 911 immediately to complain about, like, no, now I'm just being harassed, this is all a bunch of baloney, this is horseradish. And she was calm for a little bit, and I'm using that word real loosey-goosey. It's just she wasn't absolutely at the top of her lungs hollering like she had just watched the home team win the Super Bowl. Like, she is more contained than you will ever see her on footage from this point forward. And then it starts to bubble over. The cup runneth over on anger, and it's about to spill out in a catastrophic explosion.
You're fucking shit-faced pig! Won't leave me the fuck alone!
How you doing? I'm the sergeant you requested.
Yeah.
How can I help you?
What the fuck is going on?
Okay. Well, from my understanding is you were traveling 57 in a 40-mile-an-hour zone, and that was the reason for the stop.
So this lady's having a full-blown exorcism right now, and the cops are calling in reinforcements, so they brought in the cavalry here with the Zen Master. The cop that arrives here to have a conversation with her, to the best of his ability, is cartoonishly calm.
For a good minute. Can't fucking do that.
Sure you can.
No, the fuck he can't.
Okay.
Get his fucking video.
I don't need to pull his video right now. We'll write you the citation, and then you can take it to court. Yep, that's what's gonna happen. Okay, I understand that you might not feel that's right.
No, you don't. You want to fucking die? Get the fuck away from me! Get away from me!
This dude's like Ned Flanders up there at the window. He's like, well, no, sorry, Bob, we can't do that. We came here because of the speeding violation. You're acting a little out of line. It's a little silly. Like, I feel like I'm watching an episode of a kids program. Like, he is trying so hard to, like, de-escalate this through just, like, babying her. Which, I think he's making the right call doing that, because she is off her gourd, clearly. I don't know if this is some kind of, like, episode. I'm inclined to believe that it's not, considering that it happened again at a later date. I really think she is just a legitimately super angry person. So now this inconvenience of the speeding ticket has set her off.
Get the fuck away from me!
You screaming at me is not gonna solve anything right now.
Why are you down to the fucking naked thing? Get the fuck away from me!
Are you threatening me now?
Get away from me!
Do you want to be arrested?
Get away from me!
Are you okay? What's
Get away from me! Get away from my fucking thing!
You're just breaking your own stuff.
It is genuinely impressive how she is able to scream this loud, be this angry, without, like, passing out. Like, sometimes I'll celebrate something and, like, yell, like, during, like, an esports watch party. If something really hype happens, I'll, like, yell, and I get really lightheaded. Like, I get dizzy. I try to, like, hide it, be real brave about it, like a strong, you know, trooper about it, but, man, I get dizzy sometimes if I just yell. Meanwhile, this lady's like a fucking X-Men. She's like a mutant here with this ability. She's able to continue to screech and squeal at decibels that are definitely probably dangerous to eardrums. Like, this is probably the same note that opera singers hit that causes glass to just fucking explode, except amplified by 100 here. She's in there fucking breaking, like, not breaking, but like kicking at her own windows now while doing all of this. She's acting like she's turning into a werewolf. Also, just a side note, whatever officer is watching this unfold must be like 8 feet tall. Because this body cam is towering over the other officer and this vehicle, making it look like a little toy car. I don't know how tall that officer is, but that is a big boy.
Go away from my car!
Okay, as soon as I have the identification, we'll write your citation. We'll be out of here.
Why don't you go fucking fetch it, you fucking dog!
Take your citation for speed.
Yeah, are you fucking dog? Can you get the fuck out now? Get the fuck out, man!
After she launches her ID, they give her the speeding ticket. He slides it through the windshield. He's like, ma'am, is through the windshield okay? Alright, I'm just going to drop it off here. Alright, now have a pleasant rest of your evening. And then they peel out. And you'd think that's where it ends, right? No. she actually follows the officers back to the police headquarters, which is where the viral clip starts.
And decided to follow him all the way to the police station. During the 5-minute drive,
So I have to follow every fucking law, but that fucking faggot can leave the fucking scene without a turn signal? Give him a ticket!
Do you need an ambulance?
He doesn't have a turn signal! Give him a ticket!
Do you need to go to the...
Why the fuck do I get a ticket? He can do whatever he wants!
Okay.
She is sweating profusely, actually shaking. But you'll notice, no voice cracks. Not a single hint of a voice crack during all of this screaming. I don't understand how that's possible. Those are like golden pipes of an angel to be able to go through that much trauma for this extended period of time with no damage, no raspiness. Well, okay, I don't mean to get carried away now. I'm getting a little lost in the sauce. But no, like, cracking or anything like that. No wavering. It's unbelievable.
Can I help you with anything else?
Give him a ticket! Fucking come on!
It's not gonna happen. Anything else we can help you with tonight?
Yeah! Giving him a ticket!
Alright, it's not gonna happen.
What the fuck does he get to do whatever the fuck he wants for?
I just want to know, are you okay?
Fucking dumbass! Why the fuck doesn't he get a ticket?
She believes the officer didn't use a turn signal, which is why she's demanding he gets a ticket, and she is going feral about it. And the officer, multiple times, is just, like, it seems like is actually concerned that something is wrong here. I think she's in no condition to be on the road like this whatsoever. I don't think she can even see the people in front of her because it's behind an entire wall of red. She is steaming. And I've made this reference a lot recently, but I really like to call upon this. It's like that episode of Courage the Cowardly Dog when Eustace puts that gel on his head and his fucking head explodes.
Ma'am, I can help you talk to somebody.
He didn't use his turn signal!
Ma'am, can I please call you an ambulance? Do you have any thoughts of harming yourself? Where are you calling?
Shut the fuck up!
Okay. If you keep calling 911, you could. It's not.
The 911 dispatch is getting more calls than a Pizza Hut right now, and they're all from this woman who continues to call them, screaming at them, yelling at them about all of this. And it's honestly kind of sad to watch. Like, yeah, she is clearly extremely angry, but you can see, like, she starts, like, sniffling, and, like, it seems like she's on the verge of tears. She's so upset. Like, it does seem like there is a real cause for concern about, like, well, what's going on here? But she's refusing any of the help. So, again, I have no clue beyond what I've seen in her arrests now, but I really do not think, if she is like this as often as it seems she is, that she should be driving frequently, because it's a danger to the people around her.
So what the fuck are they being retarded for? Don't they need to do what the fuck I say now?
Jayla, you are in an emotional state. I can't talk with you.
All of you stupid, fat, fucking white privileged motherfuckers keep costing me money, and you do whatever the fuck you want! I wish I was a cop so I could shoot all of you the fuck up and get a pat on the back for it! You stupid!
Okay.
Multiple times she's threatened to kill the officers, like earlier saying about stabbing one in the neck. Now she's saying she wished she could just shoot them, about, you know, how they're costing her money. And then she takes her glasses and throws them. Maybe broke the glasses, cost yourself money on that, kicking the windows. Also racking up a bill on your own out of control anger here. It's rough. Like, I'm not going to show too much more of this because it goes on like this for a long time, unfortunately. like a very long time.
Come on, you're fucking turn signal when you're fucking leaving, huh?
When did I use my signal?
When you were leaving, you didn't use that, and you saw me following you.
I'm sorry you think that way, but I did.
Literally, you and your fucking butt buddy did it. Both of you fucking did it.
I'm cutting around a lot of the lore here, but they eventually decided, like, we need to do something here, but they didn't want to, like, wrestle with her in the car, so the main character officer, the protagonist here of this boss battle, he tried to say, if you want to talk to that officer you're so mad about, he's over there on the sidewalk, go talk to him, so that way she'd get out of their car, and then they could, like, I guess put her in cuffs and then call an ambulance. But she declined to get out of her car. Instead, she backed up and scooted in sideways so she could talk to him, yell at him through the window. So then they had to get more creative about how to get her out of the car because they didn't want to, like, hurt her, I think, or, like wrestle with her in the car. So then he said, do you want to file a complaint against this guy? And she's like, yeah, all right, well, the paperwork's inside. Honestly, a Grandmaster chess maneuver on the board there with the scholar's mate. So they set that booby trap. She goes inside the police station, and then she is taken into custody. It's not pretty. It's rough to watch.
Jayla, would you like to file a complaint? Yeah! Then you can head to the lobby, and we have the paperwork for you. Yeah. Okay, hands behind you.
Yeah, watch out, it's broken!
Hands behind you.
They do get an ambulance there, and while putting her on the stretcher to get her in the ambulance, she hawked a fat loogie. She spit a mean one on one of the officers. So it was a bit of a struggle there, but they eventually get her in the ambulance. She was charged with, like, apparently she was charged with assault battery on an officer, as well as disorderly conduct and false reports to 911. Apparently some of those charges were dropped, but she ended up spending like 140-something days in jail for all of this. But yeah, that's the whole first adventure here with what I believe I can confidently say is the angriest person I've ever seen. So yeah, that's really about it. So yeah. I just watched an unbelievable freakout where an argument between two boat captains escalates to piracy, basically, where one of the dudes boards the other vessel like he's playing Assassin's Creed Black Flag. It's like a scene out of Pirates of the Caribbean before they added in all of VFX. It's so fascinating how this dude just blew a gasket, had a conniption, over a problem he himself caused. He was the genesis of this entire thing. And yes, the other guy was saying mean words back to him in this argument, but that doesn't give him the right to board that boat and try and fucking start swashbuckling with the guy. So the name of the loose cannon captain is Brock Horner. People are calling him Brock Horny Horner. And he has a very interesting lore. Quite a rap sheet, which we'll get into towards the end. I want to show you the video first. He boarded the boat of someone named Gage, and Gage captured this entire interaction on video and posted it for everyone to see.
What, like 5 in the morning?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You cussing me out?
Nah, that was the dude in that boat. Were you the one that came through the middle of the bridge? Was that you?
Yeah, that was me.
Yeah, I was here, but you ran in front of the other dude over there.
You were cussing me out, dude.
Bro, you ran right through the middle of the bridge while we were all fishing.
In the middle of the fucking night, the guy didn't have any lights on.
Bro, we were all fishing here. The fucking.
Didn't have any lights on.
All right, bro. I'm not gonna do this with you, bro. I'm not gonna fucking do this with you, bro. Like, it's not the right time, bro.
You know the laws?
Bro, you can't come flying through the middle of the fucking bridge, bro.
Bullshit. Yes, I can.
All right, bro.
So a bit of the background. Brock Horner is a charter captain, and he's got some people out with him. 2 of the people on this boat have apparently come forward. I've watched 2 TikTok videos from 2 different people claiming that they were on this boat. Both of them condemning Brock in a big way. They did not like him at all. And they also corroborate that this started when Brock drove his boat really fast under that bridge there, and now he's accusing Gage of cussing him out after he did that. Gage is saying, no, that wasn't me, that was a different boat up there, you disrupted all of us. And Brock believes that it's Gage, and Gage didn't have his lights on, but Gage is saying, no, brother, that wasn't me, that was that guy that cussed you out. But now Gage is getting angry because now Brock is attacking him, so now Gage is cussing him out, for sure, because Brock is looking like a fucking fool right now. He's looking like a full clown.
What are you trying to do, bro?
What am I trying to
What are you trying to do, bro?
You want to fucking go?
I don't want to fucking go. I want you to get the fuck out of here.
Big tough guy?
Tough guy? You pulled up on me, motherfucker.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
What are you gonna do about it?
Nah, shit. I'm fishing, you fucking... Like, bro, get out of here. Like, what? What are you trying to do? Act like a tough guy in front of your buddies?
No, I'm not. Dude, all these motherfuckers know I'm tough, motherfucker.
Bro, alright, bro.
I will always love that statement, like, no, I'm tough. I am tough, because I'm telling you I'm tough, and everyone here knows it. I'm the toughest there is, and you don't tussle with the muscle. I'm so fucking tough, I'll eat a bowl of rusty nails right now and put 2 fingers in my butt. Well, how about that, huh? What do you feel about that? Like, that's shit Wes Watson does. Pegged Watson. He literally talks like Wes Watson.
You know what?
Get going, bro.
We're all fucking war veterans. We're all raised.
Well, thank you for your service, bro.
And you're gonna talk shit.
Thank you for your service, bro. But that doesn't give you the right.
Pussy ass fuck.
Alright, bro. Alright, whatever. I appreciate you for your service, bro. But you don't gotta run through the middle of the bridge, bro.
Dude, if your guy doesn't have his fucking lights
That's
on,
not my guy, bro. That's just another fucking dude, bro.
you have to have lights on.
My lights were on, bro. My lights were on.
Somebody hits you, guess what the fuck happens? You die, nothing happens to me.
Right, okay, bro. Keep thinking that.
No, that's the fucking truth, dude.
Alright, bro. Keep thinking that.
Put your fucking lights on.
Bro, my lights were on. I wasn't sitting there. Okay, that's not my dude, bro.
As is common for the current day and age, there's a lot of people on Brock's side saying the kid brought it on himself. He's clearly in the wrong. Which I don't know how you can go through life with a poisoned mind like that. That is craziness. That anyone can see this and think Brock is acting rationally or reasonably in any fashion whatsoever. He is out here yelling and screaming, hooting and hollering at this guy whom he doesn't even know if it was the same guy that cussed him out earlier, even though Brock was the one that caused all this hoopla. According to someone who claims to be on that boat, he was going around 60 under that bridge, busting ass, zooming under that bridge, and now someone cussing him out has hurt his feelings. The mean words disrupted his sensitive skin, so now he's back for round 2, the dessert, to try and, you know, puff out his chest on the guy. A guy, by the way, that he cannot even confirm is the right target for his anger. So he comes out and is like treating this like an Xbox Live lobby with all of this screaming at someone he thinks might have been the same guy. Now, I'm inclined to believe Gage's claim that it was somebody else out there that cussed him out after Brock flew through, and that Gage did have his lights on. I'm inclined to believe his story over Brock, because Brock's not even sure, nor are the 2 people that spoke in the TikTok video. They don't know if it was the same guy either. But regardless, the way he's acting, even if it was Gage, is totally unreasonable.
Get the fuck out for it.
Bro, I said, bro, you almost fucking hit him. The other dude was fucking cussing you out.
I almost hit him because he didn't have his motherfucking lights on.
Bro, you shouldn't come flying through the middle of the bridge. You know people fish here, bro.
Dude.
I'm sorry, man. I don't know if that's what you want to hear, bro.
Yeah, you should apologize, motherfucker.
But, bro.
More than you can possibly fathom in your wild motherfucking dream.
Me too, bro. I'm out here all the time, bro.
I'm 300 days a year on the motherfucking water.
All right, bro.
Every day, I'm the best charter captain you'll ever meet in your motherfucking life.
All right, bro.
If you cuss me out.
Chill, bro. Chill, bro. Please, bro.
As he's making the statement that he is the best charter captain you'll ever see in your motherfucking life, he is literally boarding this guy's boat. That is, by law, piracy. That's an act of piracy, basically. At least from everything I've read. I'm the best captain, as he's fucking getting ready to get on the guy's ship like he's playing fucking Sea of Thieves. Keep in mind, Brock is doing this in front of customers. In front of people on his ship that have paid to be there. Or one of them has claimed that he was filming for Brock for his content. And both of the people that spoke out claiming to be on this boat said that they got no bites all day, so they didn't even get content, he said. But you can see not a single one of them's making a peep here. They are beyond embarrassed. They don't even want their faces to be seen. Like, all of them are looking straight down like it's a fucking funeral service. And the two that have claimed to be there and have spoken out both say that they're really regretful for not stopping this maniac. So it's absolute lunacy. So the dude is now, he has fully boarded the other boat. So now Gage has an unwanted, unruly passenger on his boat as he's trying to, like, get away.
Please, okay, please, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro. Bro, I'm a kid, bro. Please.
Apologize.
Oh, I'm sorry, bro. I'm sorry, bro.
You're gonna cuss me the fuck out.
All right, bro.
In the middle of the
no, bro. Please, bro. Please, bro.
Back to my boat.
Okay. Please.
Fucking apologize.
I'm sorry, bro. That was not me, bro.
Yes, it was,
I know I was here, but my buddy was on the boat.
Back to my
yes, sir.
boat.
I'm a kid, bro. Please,
I
bro.
don't care. You don't cuss me the fuck out.
All right.
And talk shit to me, motherfucker.
Yes, sir.
You don't do it.
Now, it's been a while since I've gone fishing. I, in my old age, get very bad motion sickness, so I don't really get out on the water much anymore. But when I used to be far more active out there, every time we'd go out, our captain would carry. It was pretty common. And in a situation like this, Gage is clearly fearing for his fucking life here. Brock is lucky Gage wasn't carrying, because I feel like he would have had a really strong case blasting him after he boarded his fucking boat. That is unbelievably reckless and dangerous. I cannot believe someone that spends 300 days a year as one of the best fucking charter captains the globe has ever seen. He is the Davy Jones of the sea. How he would actually do something like this. Because it's an unhinged action that could have very well have gotten him killed as well. But anyway, Gage is obviously very afraid here. He is now trapped on his boat with this guy who is freaking out, and Gage is now panicking and he's apologizing profusely, and he does change his story here saying like, no, it was my friend, you know, and now he's like, earlier he was saying it was just a guy, not his dude. So like, it's possible that it really was someone he knew that said it earlier, or maybe he's making it up and he did say it earlier, but I really feel like it doesn't matter in any case here because, again, Brock is the one that blew through there way too fast. It does seem like the lights were on, at least according to everything I've seen. So whether or not it was Gage or some mystery boater or a friend of Gage who cussed out Brock, it doesn't matter because Brock's response to it is so outrageous, so over the top, that it can only be him at fault here.
I'm sorry, man. I wasn't, like, cussing you out, though, bro.
Yes, you were, dude.
I was driving the boat, okay.
Did you not call me a fucking faggot?
No, bro,
yes,
that was my friend on the... Okay, I'm sorry, bro.
That was your friend on the boat.
I'm sorry, bro.
Your motherfucking friend, I'll look at it and come
yes,
on
sir.
Your and fuck you both up.
Yes, sir.
Do it again and watch what fucking happens.
Get back on this boat.
Don't fucking do it again.
Yes, sir.
That's pretty much where the confrontation ends. I want to show you a statement from Brock's lawyer in just a moment, as well as his previous criminal history and a couple of other really interesting tidbits. But before doing that, I want to mention that I've seen a lot of people saying that Gage was a coward for the way he acted after Brock boarded his boat. I think that is so fucking stupid. Like, the people saying that are the same people that probably tremble and piss their britches when the waitress asks them what they want to eat off of the fucking entree menu. Like, there is no one here in their right mind that would think that what Gage did here was a bad call. He is doing everything he can to de-escalate the situation and get the fuck out of there. That is what you should do here. This guy is claimed to be a combat veteran. What, is he supposed to scrap with him? Gage is not a fighter. He's made it clear he does not want to do that. So what's he supposed to do? Fucking scrap with him in the middle of the ocean here and get left for dead out there? Get his ass beat and throw in the water left for dead? It's stupid. That's a really dumb thing to criticize him for. And another thing, there was like 4 or 5 other dudes on the ship that Brock abandoned. Like, yeah, let's say he was able to get the best of this goober. Like, he took down Brock on his own ship. Well, who's to say the other 4 or 5 guys wouldn't then get involved and start fucking jumping him? Or maybe they have weapons. And, like, it's so stupid to say that he did, like, a cowardly thing here. He did the thing that he thought gave him the best chance at surviving, which was just playing along and de-escalating. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. But I do think there's something wrong with Brock Horner himself. He's not the superstar, top-of-the-line, absolute best fucking charter captain this world's ever seen. He's no angel. I'll put up a couple of his charges here that I've seen floating around since this story broke, but I would also like you to hear from his side with a message from his attorney. This statement comes from someone who is both Brock Horner's attorney and his friend, and basically he's saying that Brock is sincerely sorry, he apologizes to Gage's family, and pretty much anyone that put their peepers on the video, commends Gage for the way he handled the situation so it didn't get worse, and that this doesn't represent who Brock is. And since this video went viral, his business has been destroyed, and his reputation is damaged, and his family has been harassed and threatened. And that some people have questioned his military service and accused him of stolen valor. It then goes on to say that he's a decorated combat veteran who was severely injured in Afghanistan, and basically saying that the stolen valor claims are complete baloney, but that he's not using it as an excuse, even saying that's not an excuse, but it's part of his story. Now, before getting more into the meat and potatoes behind that statement, I will briefly mention that stolen valor claim, because that was a big thing I saw people discussing. Is this actually a case of stolen valor? And I'm not sure. I've seen quite a lot of information conflicting on this topic here, but the big one I see float around is that he was in the Army, but his position was a human resources analyst, not a combat veteran. I haven't, again, I have no idea if this actually is a case of stolen valor or not, but it has been a big discussion point, and I don't know if it's actual stolen valor, if he was a human resource analyst or what. But that's why that was mentioned in that statement from the attorney. I have no clue whether or not it truly is stolen valor. But what I do know is true is that his business is in the shitter. It went straight into the gutter as a result of this. And it's not like that's without warrant. Why would you want a charter captain who's one mean word away from fucking blowing his lid off and literally charging a stranger? That puts your life in jeopardy too. You do not want to go out to sea with someone that unhinged. It makes sense why people would stop doing business with him and why his business would be damaged so much from a video like this coming out. Like, that checks out. I've also seen quite a few posts about things that he is apparently selling now as a result of all of this, so there's been people kind of clowning on him, going, here's the best goddamn charter boat captain in Florida, maybe the world, who's on the water 300 fucking days a year, a combat war veteran with the esteemed Army Rangers. He has been vetted and has been determined that this is a lie. He was the best goddamn E3 human resources analyst the U.S. Army ever trained. Tarpon Coast Fishing Charters Captain Brock Horner. And then pictures and information about a lot of things that he is allegedly now putting up for sale. Again, I don't know if that human resource analyst claim is true or not. I can't find definitive proof on, what actually is the story with his background in the service or anything like that. But regardless, the way he behaved, there is no excuse for, there is no justification for whatsoever. Yeah, again, even if Gage was the one behind all of it, his lights were off, he did cuss out Brock. Even if that is all Gage, the way Brock responded to it is still completely unacceptable. Like, 100% unacceptable. So, yeah, I just wanted to talk about this a little bit because it was such an interesting rabbit hole I dived down. So, like I mentioned, 2 of the people that claim to be on that boat have made TikToks talking about it, so just a crazy freak out. Anyway, that's really about it. See ya. It's time I lend my expertise to an important case that requires my specific set of skills. I'm not a talented man. There's not many things I'd consider myself a master of. Maybe coping with having a patchy beard and below average height, but beyond that, not much else. Except for one thing. And that's my ability to analyze a video over and over again to a level many would deem unnatural. There's a case going on right now that I've been fascinated by all afternoon.
LA Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani's 50th home run ball is being auctioned by the fan who left the stadium with it. But someone else who was part of that mad scramble for the ball says not so fast.
Ohtani is one of the best to ever do it, period. I'm not even a baseball fan, and even I am blown away by how good Shohei Ohtani is. And I'm sure most of you know this, he just set a record for hitting 50 home runs and 50 stolen bases in a single season, and that 50th home run ball is now up for auction or up for sale for $4.5 million.
Stop the auction. The true owner of LA Dodgers superstar Shohei Ohtani's historic homer is being challenged today. This 18-year-old in the red jersey claims the ball was snatched out of his hand in the tussle. He's asking a judge to halt tomorrow's auction of the ball, which could fetch as much as $4.5 million.
4.5 million bones is nothing to scoff at. You could eat at Five Guys for a whole month off of it. This is a ton of money. And the 18-year-old in the red shirt is claiming that he had the ball and the guy in the black shirt wrestled it away from him and stole it from him, basically. So he wants the auction to stop. He's opened a lawsuit against him for battery.
18-year-old Max Mattis says the ball was taken from him as a result of civil battery. The accusation is being leveled at fellow baseball fan Chris Belansky, seen here in the black t-shirt. The lawsuit says the teen firmly had possession of the ball, but Belansky wrapped his legs around Max's arm and used his hands to wrangle the ball out of Max's hand, stealing the ball for himself. You be the judge.
I will be the judge, and the jury, and the executioner, if I find any fishy business and foul play afoot here. So, I've gone through every angle of this footage and I want to share it with all of you, because I actually think he's wrong. From everything I've seen, the guy in the black shirt actually had the ball first, and then the guy in the red shirt comes in and starts reaching for it. Let me take you to Exhibit A here, the video that you're seeing the end of in the Inside Edition segment. Because it really does, at first glance, look like the guy in the black shirt kind of like cobras his way around the kid's arm and like, I don't know, scrambles to free it like Houdini trying to get out of a box or something, like an escape artist.
Oh my God! No way! No! Oh my God!
That was real time. Now let's slow it down and start to enhance. Right now, this baseball is more valuable than a fucking Dragon Ball, so everyone is scrambling for it. It's important to note that red shirt has his phone in his right hand, so he's only going at this with one hand, and it's his left. Pause. My fellow detectives, are you seeing what I'm seeing? Look at this, Eagle Eye. His left hand is planted on the table. He does not have the baseball in his possession right now. Remember, his phone is in his right hand, so he does not have it. His left hand is on the table. You can see blue shirt is fucking flopping like a fish over the barrier here. He's diving for it. He's letting it all hang loose here. He's putting it all on the line. He's risking it all. I appreciate the chutzpah from that gentleman, but he had no chance. Black shirt is on the ball right now. You can see him wrapping up on top of it like he's recovering a fumble. So he is on top of the ball right now, and red shirt has his left hand on the table. Let's step on the gas here again. So you see blue shirt, he's gone over the top right now. He fucking flung himself over here like that guy in the courthouse that threw himself at the judge. So he ragdolls his body over, he misses the baseball entirely, and now, pause again. Red shirt has now thrust his left hand into the nutsack of black shirt, trying to fish around to find the baseball. So he is reaching down now, trying to get his hand on the baseball, trying to grip it and rip it from black shirt, who we just saw in the previous pause was already on top of it while red shirt's left hand was on the table. You can see red shirt desperately trying to pry the ball from the paws of black shirt, but those meaty claws are not letting it go. And red shirt is no doubt getting a handful of scrotum, about to ask him to cough. But for $4.5 million, I respect him like going this hard for it. Sometimes you gotta try. But it really does, from everything I see here, show that black shirt had the ball first, covered up on it, and then red shirt saw an opportunity to try and strike and get it. But I think the only thing he got was penis. I don't think he ever had possession of the ball, in everything I see in this video, it doesn't seem like he ever had it. Black Shirt then tells him he's got it, and that's when Red Shirt lets go. This is another angle of it. You can see that Red Shirt is right where the ball bounces off the table, but because he has his phone in his hand, which was a huge blunder, if he didn't have his phone in his hand, I think Red Shirt gets that ball easily. But he has his phone in his hand, so he doesn't get it off the bounce. The ball hits the floor, Black Shirt is on top of it, and you can see Red Shirt is still trying to get in to get the ball. I don't believe Red Shirt ever had the 50th home run from Ohtani. I don't think he ever had that ball in his hand. From everything I have scrubbed through on the footage here, and I went through it with a fine-tooth comb. I damn near brought the fucking binoculars out on that. I was trying to go CSI on it where I was enhance. And I don't see any moment where he beat Black Shirt to that ball or ever even really had the ball. The most compelling part of it is when his left hand is on the table while Black Shirt is already on top of it. I do think this plays out very differently if Red Shirt had put his phone in his pocket. I think in that situation, he walks away with that ball, no questions asked. That's business right there, baby. That's kaput. That's the end of that chapter. I think he would have easily gotten that ball because he is the first one to it, but you can see he misses it off the table. It's on the floor, and Black Shirt covers it up immediately, and Red Shirt was never able to get it at all. I think the only thing he got was close to giving the dude the old dick twist. I don't think he ever had the ball, so I think the lawsuit isn't going to go in his favor. Of course, I am not the preeminent expert on it. I have analyzed the footage a lot, but I'm not exactly what you'd call the smartest man in the world. That could very well be wrong, but I just don't see any compelling argument where you could say that, yep, he had that ball first and Black Shirt wrestled it away from him. From everything I can see, it really seems like Red Shirt started grabbing for the ball after Black Shirt had solid possession of it for a little bit too. Again, the damning evidence is his left hand on that table while Black Shirt is already on top of that ball. It honestly just seems like Red Shirt's heart wasn't fully in it. Like, you got your phone in your right hand, you're nerfing yourself when you're fishing for that ball. The second you saw that ball flying your way, bro, I'm fucking spiking that phone like it's a football touchdown celebration. Like, I'm focused on getting that ball because you know that fucking thing is going to be selling for millions. Like, that is a huge life-changing amount of money. You know, of course, hindsight's 20/20. Like, I wasn't there or anything, and I'm sure he regrets holding onto his phone. Like, I'm not trying to rub salt in the wound. But you can see this would have been super different if he had both of his hands available to him. I don't think he has a case here to claim that the ball was wrangled away from him in an act of civil battery. I don't think he ever even really had the ball. I think he had a handful of that dude's balls. I don't think he ever even got his hand around the Ohtani home run ball. So, yeah, I guess we'll see how it plays out, though. Again, I could be very wrong about that, but from these angles, it just doesn't seem that Red Shirt ever had the ball. That's about it. See ya.